selamat datang kembali di YouTube Popbela channel. Kali ini edisi yang cukup spesial karena aku lagi ada di Akar Gunawarman di acaranya Dear Klairs. Dan di samping aku, buat kalian yang suka nonton YouTube, terutama beauty, kalian pasti udah kenal sama perempuan di samping aku. Dia adalah salah satu host Wishtrend TV dan juga seorang beauty vlogger. Please welcome Eunice Cho. Hi.
Thank you
welcome
so much for having
to
me.
Jakarta.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, we wanna to know you more.
Okay.
So we're gonna ask some several questions.
Okay.
I hope you don't mind.
I'm ready.
Okay. Shall we start?
Okay, let's do it.
First question. Can you tell us how do you start your career as a skincare beauty enthusiast and as a beauty vlogger?
Right. I think it all came to be because of two things. Number one, I started as MTV Pop MC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I had a little bit of a background in the entertainment industry, so I loved being in front of the camera. And another second point is that I dealt with adult acne ever since starting from when I was 26 years old. So it was a really difficult time for me because I didn't understand why I was breaking out and why I had these pimples, and it was driving me crazy. So that's when I started studying, going to different hospitals, asking doctors what's going on and things like that. So I think thanks to these two backgrounds, that's how I started as a host for Wishtrend TV.
Oh.
Yeah, and so everything kind of happened naturally, but those two things definitely helped to become a host.
Well, talking about acne, acne is one of the things that struggles me too.
Same.
And
Till this day,
yeah,
Benjamin,
there's a
say
lot
hello to Benjamin.
here. And it makes
Yeah.
me like really less confident.
Right.
How do you build yourself as acne with acne on your face that time?
It's really difficult because I think everyone is insecure at certain point. No one is 100% feeling sexy or beautiful all the time. How I do it is even if I'm physically feeling a little bit insecure, even if I'm a little bit insecure about my acne, whatever it may be, I just try to tell myself and try to shorten the time of being down as soon as possible. So for me, I will just admit that I'm not really at a best place right now at my skin, and these things can happen. So I would say, okay, today I'll be a little bit sad, I'll have some ice cream, I'll have some Netflix, but I'll get it over with it tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll start taking care of my skin, I'll use a product to, unplug everything to cleanse my pores. I'll use other treatments to make sure that it clears up, but I try to make the downside a little bit shorter. Yeah, and I think that's really important in life.
Yeah,
just
I agree.
overall. Yeah.
So instead of complaining,
Yeah.
you guys both just embrace it and look
Yeah.
for the best treatment, right?
Yeah, but you can complain for one day. You can
Just
get your
one
ice
day.
cream. You can do Netflix.
And chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. When you start making beauty videos, when is that time that you finally decide, I want to do a beauty vlogger thing? When is it?
You know, the funny thing is when I started becoming a host for Wishtrend TV, I had another full-time job, and it didn't have anything to do with beauty or as a beauty influencer.
Can you tell us what is it?
Yeah, I was actually in another entertainment agency, and I was training to become a producer.
Wow.
So I was like seeing the trainees. I was trying to, help them
For the
debut.
Girl band and boy band?
Back then, in that company, we had Tiara and habis. So it wasn't for a specific group, but we had a lot of groups in the agency. So it was kind of related, but it wasn't specifically about skincare or beauty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's when I knew when I was in part-time jobs. So I would do one video for Wishtrend TV maybe once a month. But I loved it. I loved being in front of the camera. I loved speaking English. I loved talking about skincare. And most importantly, I liked studying. Like, I liked learning more. I'm still learning. I don't know everything yet, but it was just really fun to get to know more about beauty, skincare, health, and yeah, so I want to thank Wishtrend TV for, finding the thing I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
Yay, thank you for sharing this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, but besides beauty, do you have any other passion that you really like to do?
I do.
Really?
I do.
Let me guess.
What?
Singing?
No, no, no. Oh, Lord, no, 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 no. I'm a
Or
bad singer.
probably cooking? I don't know, cooking?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Did you just guess, or are you watching my videos, or are you guessing?
I just read your about in your YouTube channel.
Okay, okay, okay. So I love food. I love food, and I
Any
love
kind of food.
any kind of food. But I really like Korean food too, and I like cooking Korean food. And one of the things or reasons why I started liking it is because my dad has really bad lung or respiratory system. So our family is always very careful with what we eat and our seasoning, and to try to make healthier choices for my dad. So I think as a child, I was always aware of what we're eating at home. Don't get me wrong, I love, junk food, I love it, But I think I try to make sure that whatever I'm putting in my body too is very, very important. So I'm trying to prefer that healthier lifestyle too. So yeah, for me, food, health, and definitely food, health.
Health and beauty.
Yeah, and beauty. Mhm.
But did you find that food that you consume it gives some fight to your acne? Is it relatable for you?
It's so surprising, but it is so relatable for your skin. Honestly, I tried this challenge where I drank just 2 liters of water every single day. And it might sound easy, but it's pretty difficult because you have to go to the bathroom a lot. You're not really
and I
used
prefer
to
to
it.
drink coffee.
Right.
Yeah.
It's much more tastier.
Yeah.
It's kind of boring to drink water. But it really showed me that after a week, after 2 weeks, after a month, like these little small habits can really change the way your skin is. So I think it's 100% relatable, and I think you guys will be able to tell too once you start a little bit eating healthier and making healthier
It makes a
choices.
difference.
Yeah, it definitely will.
So
Yeah.
it's not just what skincare you use, it's not just from the outside, but also from the inside.
Definitely. Even if you're using expensive skincare and all the
It will
good
not
stuff.
work, right?
Yeah.
If you don't eat healthy food.
Exactly. And if you're sleeping at 3 a.m. every day and stuff, it's not gonna. Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. Do you have any tips for any woman or any person out there who wants to be a vlogger, either it's a travel vlogger, food vlogger, beauty vlogger?
I would say, so I have a really good friend, Megan Bowen. She's also a YouTuber, but what she told me in the beginning was really helpful for me, and I'm still very small. Like, I believe I'm not like, a big YouTuber yet. I'm still growing, but
I think fan here.
but what I tell myself all the time is, don't ever limit yourself. Like, try everything you want to. Don't try everything, but make sure that, let's say, for example, if you're doing beauty, some people think like I have to do tutorials, I have to do makeup tutorials, I have to talk about skincare and do this and that. But go, be more creative, be more courageous. Don't really be scared of what other people think, but like start acting in middle of, talking about skincare, add a creative skit at the end, whatever it may be. I think food or whatever contents you may be doing, just don't be scared and try something a little bit more brave and be courageous and think outside the box.
Yeah,
And I think
think
people will
outside.
love it. Yeah, for sure.
That's the main point. Okay. If you have described yourself in 5 words, what will it be?
Oh Lord. So I saw this question before, but I was like, what do I say? I would say the 5 words that I like.
Okay.
I like hearing, So
Okay.
I love hearing it when people say that I'm funny.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I'm funny, okay, So funny.
Okay.
And I want to say maybe warm.
Warm.
Because I don't want to be cold, I want to be a nice
Yeah, me
person.
too.
So warm. And maybe curious, because I want to stay always curious, and I always want to study. I always want to keep searching. And 2 more, right?
Yes. You can say more.
Yeah? Or you give me one as a subscriber.
Well, you're so pretty.
Okay, I'm gonna buy you lunch. And
Oh, it's wonderful.
okay.
And then you're so friendly.
Oh, thank you.
And
Thank
you're
you.
so pretty again.
Doing
Do I
good
get excited
business.
from saying this?
Yes, you do. Good business. Good business. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Next question.
This is fun. Now I'm not nervous anymore.
Me too. Okay. What is your signature makeup style? Do you have any that describe? It is so Eunice Cho.
I would say, because I don't really do much makeup tutorials and things like that, but I focus a lot on the base makeup. Yeah, because I believe base makeup is really important. It's related to skincare. So I would say if you want really good base makeup, that flawless skin, number one thing that I would do is for sure exfoliate my skin before I put on makeup, so exfoliation. And the second thing I love to do is I make sure that every toner, serum, cream, sunscreen step is soaked in fully.
Okay.
So I wait until everything's soaked in and then I put my base makeup on. And then I've noticed that these little tips can really help to lessen my cakiness, or because it's very hot and humid at times, so your makeup can become very cakey easily. So these little tips really helped me to portray that kind of really good base makeup, healthy looking glow. So I would say more than makeup, like eye makeup or lip makeup, but I focus a lot on skin-based makeup.
Well, talking about skincare routine, one of the Korean skincare routine that I know that is very famous is the 10-step Korean
Right, I
routine.
saw that.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you ever try it, and what do you think about that trend?
I honestly think that it was really, really big,
Okay.
like a little bit before. But now it's more about, I think, if you need the 10 products, that's good for you. If it works for you, that's perfect. However, everybody has different skin tone, skin condition, skin type. Even myself, yeah, I have acne-prone sensitive skin, but sometimes I have dry skin, sometimes I have oily skin. So it fluctuates so often, right? So I think you don't have to necessarily use 10 products, but whatever that really works for you. So yeah, for me, I think I use always toner, serum, cream, sunscreen. And for nighttime, I always double cleanse. So I always do have a cleansing balm or cleansing oil or cleansing water. And then I have a second cleanser. So yeah, mine's not 10 steps, but yeah.
That's a lot too.
Yeah. It is, right? Yeah.
Then how about makeup trend
Makeup trends.
right now? How do you see it?
I think with makeup trends, a lot of Western makeup, Korean makeup, whatever makeup it may be, the boundaries are breaking. Because even in Western beauty, I know that the smoky makeup and thick makeup is still in. However, they're focusing more on skincare now, right? So I think it's really, the boundaries are breaking now. And even in Korea, the funny thing is, a lot of big brands are coming out with darker shade cushions, foundations, BB cream. It's exciting, right? For friends that has darker skin tone. And the tan, sexy, healthy look is becoming a trend in Korea too. Yeah, so I think the boundaries are really breaking. So I'm really glad that it is.
It's kind of relieving that Korean makeup right now is have some darker shades. So
Right.
here in Indonesia can try it without looking too gray and
Too ghost,
yeah.
and I know what you mean.
So next question.
Question?
What is your favorite skincare and makeup, and why?
This is so hard.
Because there's so many products, right?
Yeah, just one.
Okay.
Just one.
skincare.
Do you have to choose one?
Yes. One skincare and one makeup product.
This is so stressful. Okay, so I get asked this question a lot.
Okay.
A lot in interviews and in DMs and in comments. Like, what's one product you will recommend? And I was like, it's so difficult. But one skincare product that I would take to a deserted island is Klairs Midnight Blue Calming Cream. Because my skin is really sensitive and acne prone. So what that does is two main functions is it restores and it heals your skin. And definitely my skin is irritated every single night. I feel some type of irritation from the sun, from the environment, from my stress or whatever it may be. And Klairs Blue Cream is a cream that I always go back to. You know, like I try new products, but when it flips out, I always go back to the
That's your go-to product, right?
Yeah, it's my insurance, you know. And I
okay.
feel like anxious if I don't have it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm running out of it. So definitely that. And makeup, I think makeup would be, can I say, do you want like lipstick eye makeup or can it be a base makeup too?
Anything.
Anything? Till this day, every single time I use Klairs concealer, the creamy fit concealer. I'm kind of sad that they only have one shade, but I sometimes mix it a little bit with a lighter foundation or a darker foundation, but that doesn't break me out, which is really important for me when I think about base makeup. So yeah, I think the Klairs creamy concealer. Yeah.
So if you want to try, if you have sensitive skin like Eunice,
Yeah.
you might want to try that product
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Dear Klairs.
Definitely.
So, last question.
Okay. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sad.
me too. I
Okay.
want this to be
This is fun. Okay.
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 What is the best advice that you will give to your younger self?
Wow.
To teenager Eunice.
I need some soju here.
Me
I
too.
need
Can I
some.
have?
Can I get some cocktails in here? To my younger self, Eunice. I honestly, it's not just about skincare, right? Just about everything. I just want to tell myself that I don't have to grow up too fast. Because I think when I was younger, I was always like, oh, I want to become successful. Or,
Me too.
yeah.
Right now, dealing with the work and
Yeah.
everything, like, can we go back to the
Exactly, the
junior high
time
school or
when I
something?
go back to school, when I have homework.
I know, right?
And I think even in my college years, I was always like, oh, thinking about my future, what I want to do, like what can I learn for my future and things like that. But if I want to go back, I would say just hang out more, travel more, do nothing, like do what you're okay. I mean, do what, how should I say it? Just do what you really want to do. Don't feel that burden or that heavy weight to grow up too fast, you know? I would just say enjoy it as much as possible.
Enjoy it as much as possible.
And use sunscreen.
And use sunscreen.
Use sunscreen,
Don't
Eunice.
ever forget.
Don't forget sunscreen.
That was a very, very pleasure conversation we
It
had.
was so nice
Thank
to
you
have
so much.
you. Thank you so much for having me.
We hope you will go back to Indonesia soon.
Yes, please invite
Maybe
me.
a
I'll be
holiday.
there. Yes, for sure.
Itu dia tadi wawancara kita dengan Eunice Cho. Sangat menyenangkan. Kalian juga bisa lihat wawancara dengan salah satu CEO dari Dear Klairs. Videonya nanti akan di link di atas. Jadi jangan lupa untuk terus tonton Popbela YouTube channel dan I'll see you guys next week. Dadah!
Terima kasih.